What's going on, guys? MDLP from the Battle Axe, the Strongman Gym in Miami, where strength is everything. Bringing more fucking information for the modern day Viking. So, oh, am I bringing fucking information? What is this, rated R? No, it's not about porn yet. How'd I catch myself? This is ridiculous. This isn't scripted. I have no script. I just have an empty protein shake that smells some holiday peanuts. Um, so, I got a question yesterday from a young competitor. And he's doing strongman and other kind of weightlifting. And by young, I mean he's still very young, obviously early 20s. Not that I'm old, but I feel old. Death Wolf in the house. Check that out. It's my boy's metal band, Death Wolf. What a fucking name, huh? Excuse me. So anyway, he was asking me the reality of steroids and competing. And, they wanted to know if it was time, when they should do this, and they wanted to step up their game and all this good stuff. I'll be honest with you. The reality of steroids in any kind of weight or strength or competitive world is a reality. If you think that everybody out there just works hard only and has no use of gear, be easy, okay? I'm not saying that you work less on steroids. Actually, you have to work a lot harder, and you have to be more disciplined with food, and you get more focus, and it's this kind of drive that you have to be on. So, and it's always a controversial issue. It's always a controversial topic. People are a little worried to talk about it, but the reality of the situation is this, and I've made videos on it before. If you're a young guy, I really wouldn't advise to do this unless you're really, really ready to make that step. You are, especially somebody in the early 20s, even mid-20s, your body is jacked full of natural testosterone and hormones, and you can fucking wake up feeling like brand new after deadlifting and drinking. You can fucking go on a deadlifting and beer drinking binge, wake up and hit a squat PR for no reason. Even as far as 25, 26, and if you're genetically gifted, you may never need to get on this kind of stuff. You may always produce just a good amount of food and just a good produced amount of food, testosterone, and just recovery agents in your body. So I really, like I said before in my video, I think that you have to establish yourself in your body and in your mind a work ethic that takes many years to build. If you've been lifting since you were 10, when you're 21, you're probably a grown-ass man in the weightlifting world. But you have to kind of prove to yourself that you have put in the work, that you have done everything you can naturally, that you have earned, or I don't want to say earned to come off weird, but you've earned the right to kind of get some sort of assistance. Does it mean your life's going to get easier? Does it mean things are going to get easier? Absolutely not. In fact, things are going to get heavier, and you're going to be more beat up, and you're going to have less time because you're going to have more energy for the gym. And so what happens when you have more energy? If you're a competitor, you kill yourself more. You lift heavier. You sometimes don't take days off because you think you don't need them. You think you need more discipline. You need more drive. You need way more focus. You need to sacrifice more. Not only is it fucking expensive to be on gear, but you have to fucking sacrifice the fact that you have just done something that unfortunately and realistically is morally looked down upon in our society. No matter what, you can have friends smoking weed and drinking alcohol and doing a line of boosters, and you say, I do steroids, and everybody's like, you're a fucking leopard, get out of my town. So you have to take those kind of things into consideration when you take this upon yourself. This is a very serious thing. I don't advise steroids for anyone. You understand that? And I know you hear that shit a lot. It's like a guy who smokes a cigarette and he's like, yeah, bro, don't do cigarettes. Good for you. It's fucking terrible. Yeah, that's awesome. You don't do it. Look, dude, let's be honest. You are using drugs into your body, and it's a drug that, when not done correctly, will fuck you up for the rest of your life. Just like anything else. If you fucking abuse alcohol, if you abuse vitamin C, bro, if you're fucking taking too much Advil, you're going to be fucking in the hospital. I'm just telling you that this is not something to fuck around. And I get real passionate about this shit because it's very serious. It's a very serious choice that you're making, both physically, obviously with the chemical levels and stuff, and emotionally and psychologically. You have to be You have to know that you're on this. You have to deal with it. Now when somebody brings up steroids, you can't be like, oh, well, fuck them. I'm all natural. You have to be like, yeah, well, that's cool, man. Good for them. That's awesome. And you have to shut the fuck up. So I would say, and I always will say, you go as far as your body can take you on a journey that you don't need anything but the will to get up and your natural body and all that stuff. That you establish that in your mind. You establish a work ethic. Steroids is not for the fucking common man. It's not for the guy who goes to the gym twice a week. It's those motherfuckers that are in the gym who are on a heavy cycle and they just do curls and bench press and they don't use it. They're just doing it for bullshit reasons. It's not that kind of thing. It's a serious choice that you should not do without some sort of guidance or some sort of information or somebody who knows that's on hand, not just shit that you read on the internet. You have to do as much research as you can, ask as many questions, be very honest. And unfortunately, this stuff is illegal, so you have to be really aware of where you're getting this kind of stuff from. So that's the reality of the situation. That is the real fucking world. Are you going to go up against guys who are on gear? Yeah, I know, because when I was a fighter, I was up against guys who were fucking on steroids all the time. So you have to take that choice, and the reality of the world is that's what's going to happen. I told him, and I would tell myself, you go as far as you can go without taking that step. And if you never have to do it, don't do it. It's just, it just is what it is. Can you get to the top level without it? Yeah, of course. Of course you can. There's a lot of fucking naturally gifted, strong as fuck. I was going to say crap and fuck at the same time, like cruck. Guys out there that don't do anything but just eat a bunch of food. Is being on drugs going to get you there a little stronger? Is it going to get you ever hit some serious numbers? Yeah, it's a possibility, most likely. I mean, this fucking stuff is like the super serum from Captain America, so... but that does not mean that it doesn't come with a price. And it doesn't come with a heavy sacrifice. And if you're not ready for that, and unfortunately, it's just like giving a beer to a 12-year-old. It's just not a good idea. Until if you talk to more people, put more time in the sport, put more records up. You're still growing. You still have, not only growing in the sport, but you're growing up here. It's not that I'm an old man. I'm 29. I like to consider myself an old soul. But fuck, man, don't rush this. You have many, many years left in this sport. And to be real with you, a lot of the best strongmen are in their late 20s, mid 30s, early 30s. Look at Big Z. Motherfucker's pushing 40. Crushing the world, man. Brian Shaw's in his 30. You got these guys up there, pushing it there. They put years of work under their belt before they decided to do any kind of gear. So I know it's a long rant, and it's an important subject that's really real, especially with younger people becoming younger champions. So just take it a lot into consideration. I would definitely prefer that you don't do something when you're young and just kind of wait it out. You may, and do it. Just fuck. It's a very serious choice. So listen up to that kind of stuff. Ask around. Be honest. And look for proper mentors in your life. Thanks for listening to this rant and this handsome beard. Cheers.